Hey everyone, if you are watching this video, chances are you're going to be taking a class with me at some point in the semester. So I just wanted to make a quick introduction video so that you have an idea of who you're going to be working with. So first, my name is Megan Johnson. I recently got married. I actually just got married last summer to a man named Brett, and as you can see, we're photographed there. Brett is also a teacher just like me, and he is going to be starting a brand new job at the Forest View Middle School in Baxter, so he's very excited. Some other names that I go by are Mrs. Johnson. You can call me Mrs. J. I also go by my maiden name, so it is okay to call me Miss Tank, or you can just call me Tank. So whatever works for you works for me. This next slide just shows you a little bit about my educational background. So I actually went to high school in Pillager, Minnesota, which is just right down the road, and I graduated from high school in 2011. Then right after high school, I moved to Marshall, Minnesota, where I started my undergraduate program at Southwest Minnesota State University. And by the time I was done with that experience, I had achieved my secondary education bachelor's degree in communication arts. So that includes English, literature, and speech. And I am currently working on my graduate program through Mankato State University. And so I am trying to earn my master's degree in communication studies. So I'm hoping that eventually I could teach college speech classes within the high school. This slide here just shows you a little bit about my professional career. So I actually did my student teaching experience in 2015, and I did that in the Brainerd High School. And then right after that experience was over, I became a long-term substitute here in Pequot, and I was here just for a few months filling in for a teacher. And then after that experience was over, I moved to Pierce, Minnesota in 2016 and was there until 2017 when a job opened up back here in Pequot. And so I decided to move back to the area because I love Pequot. And so I've been here ever since 2017. This slide shows you some classes that I have taught and classes that I'm going to be teaching this school year. So this is actually my 5th year teaching English 9, and so I'm super excited to have another year teaching that class. This year I'll be teaching British literature for my first time and also film and literature for the first time. I'm super excited about that elective class. I think it's going to be really fun. Last year I also had the opportunity to teach AP language and composition, and the year before that I taught an American Lit class. Now, I have already mentioned my husband, Brett, but I have not mentioned my dog, Finnegan. Finnegan is a yellow lab who's blind in one eye, and he is the snuggliest little bug I've ever met. Now, this little slide shows kind of a funny picture because it kind of summarizes the relationship a little bit. Finnegan loves Brett so much. Like, Brett is Finnegan's favorite person in the entire world. And so I often feel like the third wheel in my family. And so this picture is just showing me just begging to go with them. And they're like, nope, having too much fun, see you later. So that's where we're at with that. If you have any pets that you would like to show me, please feel free to do so because I love animals. So I would love to see your pets. And then this last slide just shows you a little bit about my interests. I love to read, but it wasn't always like that. I actually hated reading when I was in high school and didn't learn to love it until I was in college. So if you are feeling like, oh man, I hate reading, like there's still hope for you. I also love to bake and try new recipes. I love to paint and draw pictures as well. And actually, if you stop in my classroom, you can see some of my original works too. I love going on walks with my dog Finnegan. He's the best. He's such a good boy. My husband and I love to just be outside and go on hikes. We love to go hiking at state parks together, and so that's one of our favorite things to do. And then lastly, my husband is kind of a dork, and as I tell stories about my personal life, you'll like hear how he's a dork, and so I just like to be goofy with him. So that is just a little bit about myself. I am super excited to meet every single one of you. So if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about or anything that I've mentioned resonates with you, feel free to drop a line, and I just look forward to meeting all of you. Bye, everyone.